NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First carry for James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the draw, Conner. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Being chased out left. This ball caught by Mechie. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd down at 5. And Stroud now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. That's underneath to Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
On the carry, this is Pierce. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now an option play on 2nd down. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
On 2nd and a yard, Murray, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Murray now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Get him going, baby. We want to make a play, man. Let's be perfect. Let's get it, baby.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's Stroud. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here goes Stroud again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Stroud looking to throw. Going for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They've got a first down. Down inside the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage on that one? I mean, that was something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way, as did the defense, and look what it turned into, a monster play, and now they're set up inside the 5-yard line.
Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Here's Pierce. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, man.
Third and goal, Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods there to make the grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. First and 10, it's Stroud. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Stroud working out of the gun. And it'll be intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray a give. This is counter. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Open man downfield is Woods. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods as the first half is winding down. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The false start hurts them there a bit. Backs them up to 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And Stroud now to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, here's Stroud. This will be caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Stroud now on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Trying to find John Mechie, and it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Stroud. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Texans scoop it.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Stroud. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Murray now on first down. A good throw here, finding Pascal. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Murray now. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Murray, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
First down, Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Connor. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Eight yards to go on second down. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Ertz over the middle. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Connor will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now.
Let's go get it now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ain't no joke out here right now. Let's go. Let's go right here. Kick grind. Kick grind. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Give left side for Pierce. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So this one in the win column for the Texans. And it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he was just on target all afternoon with 3 touchdown passes. They couldn't find a way to stop him, and ultimately, he guided them to victory.